The communities that we work with make up about the 1 million smallholder farmers that cultivate about 75% of agriculture land in Malaysia. They are also still part of the B40 category, which means in a way it's very unfair because they are doing the most work, but actually they're getting the least. Before we started Langit Collective, we were working with an NGO, and part of our work was actually going to a lot of these rural communities to build basic infrastructure projects. The problem that we find with our rural smallholder farmers is that they have very limited access to market. So over the past 4 coming to 5 years, that's what we have been building, the market access, and also right now we're also working a lot more in the fields to actually bring up the supply and also the capacity of our farmers. We saw that actually Kampung has so much potential. Like we were having this amazing rice, amazing crops, but then they are just all for consumption. They were never given an economic potential. So that's where we thought the idea came out to, why don't we just take whatever that they already have, this really good stuff, and make it into something that can give them an economic income. Then we can actually have a future for our rural communities. We were progressing very slowly before push because the access to this place is very difficult and the cost of it very high. But we managed to do enough groundwork, enough community work for the community to be able to accept and see where we are going. But we were really lacking that financial capital and also lacking the kind of mentorship that we need and visibility for our work. So push came at a very timely occasion where we can actually leverage on the kind of programs that they were giving and also the kind of connections that push were able to actually afford us throughout the program. Now we are looking at impacting a larger food ecosystem. We want to build a much more sustainable food ecosystem by actually incorporating the indigenous wisdom and the communities from the rural areas. They have a big part to play. Right now they are out of the system. That is the mission, that is the vision that we have. And our mission to actually achieve that is actually replicate the model that we have built in Los Mado, a very regenerative style of farming and producing food that we can actually replicate to other villages, and we hope that in the span of the next 5 to 10 years that we will be able to impact a lot more villages in Sabah and Sarawak.